And we are live. So, for whoever is joined so far, today I told Rico I'd do the drawing for his contest for him. So we're going to be drawing for two prizes. The first one is a frag pack from Rico. And the second one is a $25 Tidal Gardens gift certificate. So far, I have Reefing with O on the Hangout. If anyone else wants to join, I will drop the link in the chat. And I also want to give it a few minutes for people to join and everyone to make sure that if they entered his contest, then their name is on the list. At lunchtime, I kind of went through all the comments on Rico's video and made sure everyone was entered, so hopefully we're good. Hey, Woody.
Hey, DC Reefer, I don't want to go to class either, so I feel you there.
Yep. Happens. Happens to the best of us. John's Reef Tank. Hey, you're in there. Yes, you are, John. It's so small. Hey, as long as it's there, I'm doing great. How are you doing there? Engineering Aquariums. Martin's Reef, West Coast Reefer. Excellent. Good to see you guys. I did drop the Hangout in. So far we just got Roofing with O on, but if anyone else wants to join in the live excitement. Actually, did I drop the right Hangout link? I think so. Let me try. Let me just repaste that just in case. I don't know, Ben. Is your name in the list? This is not my contest. This is from Rico's contest. He just wanted me to use the Wheel of Death for it, so figured I'd run it for the good man. Blade. So check the wheel behind me to see if you are in, but I can bring up the actual list. I don't see a blade, but I don't actually know if you entered his contest or not. If you did, verify it on his page, and we'll find out. All right, we're going to give another minute or two, and then we are going to draw. Let's see if Mr. Rico joins in. Real World Reefing, I'm gonna give it one more minute, just because it just started. And I know I'm running his contest, so I just want to give a couple more minutes for anyone else to join. Super Yellow Tang in the house. Oh, you miss it. Sorry, buds. This was last minute. When is the wedding? The wedding is in 3 weeks, actually. Well, a couple days over, but I fly out in 3 weeks. So it's exciting. It's coming up fast. So I will be MIA for a week or two during their 2 weeks. I am going to try and pre-make a couple of videos, though, so I don't leave you guys completely high and dry.
No live streams, though, during that time?
I don't know yet. We'll still talk about that one. I don't know. We'll see how the internet is there. Maybe I'll host one from the beach. Who knows?
Oh, no. That's not allowed. That is not allowed.
No?
No. Come on. First of all, you're going on your
yeah, I'd probably get in trouble. It's probably a terrible idea.
I'm not going to sit here and watch you live stream from a beach. I will not join that live stream. I will not. So if you're live streaming from the beach, I'm sorry.
I'll be at the pool bar at my time. What's going on, guys?
That's not cool. That's not, especially where the weather here is getting drab now.
Yeah.
And you're live streaming from a beach.
Yep. Gotta do what you gotta do. In other exciting news, because I'm killing just another minute or so for a few more people to trickle in, I got myself a new camera. I sold my Nikon and bought myself a Sony mirrorless camera, which has been on my wish list for a long time. So finally, I got myself a fancy new camera. So hopefully we'll have some higher quality YouTube videos coming in the future. So I'm pretty stoked for it. That's my latest toy, partially justified as wedding photos, but... All right, guys, Mr. Rico's in the house. Rico, I will drop you the link if you'd like to join the Hangout. I feel that you should, since it's your contest. Reef with turn up your mic. I'll turn up O. That's probably me. I did have it turned down because that wheel horn thing is excessively loud. So I apologize if you guys go deaf from it. But
Yeah.
Mr. Rico, how are you?
Hey, how about you?
Excellent. You ready to get this party started?
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it? My thing working so well.
What's that?
All right. Let me plug my headphones in here real quick so I can actually hear.
Sounds like a
Hey,
plan.
Reefing Widow, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, Rico?
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect. All right, guys.
There we go.
All right. Ready to get the party started?
No, Billy, your name is not.
Oh, yeah.
The question is, you're in there,
How many
Billy.
people actually entered? I have no idea.
Here, I'll see if I can put in a
See how-
here. Let me
I
put in
just-
Excel quickly to see how many lines it is.
All right.
'Cause
I
don't-
just turned off the bubbling. Now you guys can see how clear my tank is and how
Nice.
much snot is at this centerpiece right here
Oh,
floating.
here. Wait, let me throw your camera up there. All right.
Oh,
There you go. I had the wheel up.
yeah. How much snot is up here in the center because the water level's up, just floating around in there.
Wait for the overflow to get it, eh? Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, Addy, you are in the list. Nigel, I don't know if you are or not. I don't think so.
Okay.
But
let
that
me
probably
see if
means
I-
you didn't enter. So I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes to just verify if you entered that your name is actually on this wheel. And if you don't, forever hold your peace. Ben, are you on there? Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. So the wheel is in the background. Everybody should be able to read it. And I believe I got everybody. I went through all of Rico's comments and copied and pasted all the names and even typed out some. So everyone should be in there. How many names? 37 names. So Rico had 37 entries. All right, guys. 1 more minute. Make sure you're in there. I think I forgot. I can't help you with that one.
Oh,
All right, guys. Okay, let's do this. First spin. See what we got.
drum roll.
I feel like I should be spinning it. And it was the first one. XX Plastic. Sorry, man. You are out of there. Whew. I wonder if... I feel like we should be piping some more music to this. Here.
Yeah, what happened to the music? I was wondering where's the music at.
Yeah, it stopped. Here, let me load some. Something was buggy with the browser. It kind of cut out earlier, but I'm going to load it, plug in my phone and load it. Give me 2 seconds. We need some more drama in here.
There you go.
My schedule and day has been absolutely nuts. I've been trying to sneak in a little bit of prepping here and there as the day goes by, but it's been a crazy one. All right, so I'm just logging into a royalty-free thing so I don't get flagged on YouTube.
Right.
Strategy.
Get off my chin. I'm trying to be like DC Reefer right now, Billy Pipes.
All right, here,
See
wait.
that? I'm letting it grow out.
There we go. I got you on the screen now while I log in.
Mm-hmm.
Letting the beard grow? Oh, got a lot of feedback from somebody on there. What's the prize? So, Rico, why don't you tell the prizes while I finish logging in here?
Basically, sorry, I'm trying to eat. It's going to be some corals for me. First place winner. Second place winner is going to receive a $25 gift card promo code from Fan and Tidal Gardens. So, those are the prizes.
If you're in the U.S.
It was going to be one winner.
Mhm.
And yes, if you're in the U.S. If you're in the U.K., you'll be receiving a 3-month supply of coral and fish food. It might be 6 months or 12 months with Paul from, he's going to be giving it to you from Worldwide Reefing Community. Depending on how he feels on postage day, sending it out. He said, you might be getting a 6-month or a year supply of coral and fish food. So, and the coral and fish food does work. I have a box of it, and I like it, and my fish like it. So,
What type of coral food is it, speaking of?
I have to go get it, but I made it's a Seaway Aqua, and then there's bottles, like Reef Snow or whatever, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But these are pellets and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So you have that. You'll have like brine shrimp and rotifers and stuff like that. So a bunch of stuff actually.
Excellent.
From them.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Now you want suspense music? What kind of music would you like? Any requests?
No, whatever you feel.
All right, let's just find
You're
something
driving.
suspenseful. Subtle suspense. Let's see what this is. Does it work? All right.
Wu-Tang music. Oh.
Nice. Okay, it's very faint. Can you hear that or no? There.
I can't hear it.
On YouTube, can you guys hear the music?
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, it's just random suspense music, so we're just gonna see what plays. Okay. All right, guys. Next spin on the wheel. Dun dun dun. Who's it gonna be? This is more horror suspense. Okay, let's do this next. End. Oh. Diver down, reefer. Sorry there, diver down.
Sorry, diver down.
Yep. Dun dun dun. Okay, you can hear it perfect. I got the mixer board I've been using, so it's like another level trying to figure out how to mix it all in properly where you guys can hear it and it doesn't get feedback and all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, is it? One mob job. Sorry, buddy. You're out of there for your own. Billy Pipes, where's the optimism?
Who's next?
Who's next is it gonna be? Oh, freshman reefer. Dun dun dun. All right, guys, ready for the next spin? And Billy, you never know. You're not out yet.
I never win nothing.
Oh, John Gale is out of there. I will beat the wheel of death. Good luck, Dave. Good luck, buddy. And. Oh, Royal Reefer. Sorry there, Royal. Wheel of high blood pressure. So true. Whew, next spin.
I'm not gonna say anybody's name.
No, don't want to jinx it.
Right?
Exactly. Oh, it's right in the line. Danos Nanos. Sorry there, Dano Nano. That rhyme's actually pretty good. Woo-wee. Got lots of entries, Rico. It's good.
Yeah, I didn't know how many there was.
Yeah.
I never looked.
I had to do 37 copies and paste before this contest. Oh, Sequaria. Sorry there, Sean.
Oh, my wife is on.
Hey, Jamie. You can see Rico's chin still. I should move it down so you can see his eyes at least. Aquatico. Sorry there, Aquatico.
What happened?
Oh, they can just see your chin. There you go. You can see Rico's eyes. All right, Aquatico. Sorry, buddy, you're out of there. You're still safe. Still safe, Dave.
Okay, I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just ads behind there, so I had to shorten the window so you don't see them all. Oh, who's it gonna be? Adolf Artiga. Sorry, they're Adolf. I haven't actually watched all the videos. I'm gonna have to go through them later. Watch the good ones.
Yeah, there were some good ones on there.
Mm-hmm. And Tim. Sorry, Tim. That must be the shortest YouTube username ever, Tim. I don't know how you got that, but good work.
No, Tim.
Yep, poor Tim. Oh. Jake Reed. Sorry, Jake. Doradicate, welcome. Speaking of contests, I'm going to a radio contest thing tonight. I have about a 1 in 100 chance of winning a sweet prize, hopefully. And... Narcosis. Sorry, Narcosis. If you're on here. If he's on, I can hear him no in the background. And next, Aquarium Schmo. Sorry, Aquarium Schmo. Yep. So you guys are having lag. That's
he had a good one too.
Yeah. All right, I'll have to watch that one later. Reef Community Worldwide. Welcome. Here, Paul. I'll drop the link if you want to jump in. Okay, next spin. Hey, Al. Hey, Rookie. Oh, Dave's nano tank. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, if he win again, man, I
Double dipping. It was close, actually. My last contest, so it was almost the same winner as the previous time. Whew. And oh, Major League Reefer. Sorry, Major League. Next spin. Oh, Billy. Jinxing the poor guy. Oh, Billy. Billy. Karma, buddy. Karma.
Billy just got eliminated.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it was karma since he's just making fun of Dave. Sorry, Billy. Woo. Engineering aquarium. Sorry, engineering. And Brian Tattenhorst. I'm probably butchering everyone's names. I apologize in advance. Sorry, Brian. It's kind of guessing when I try and pronounce half of these. I'm on my phone, can't watch YouTube.
He's out.
He's out.
He could have came and picked his up for me.
Oh no, drove down the road. Oh, the doctor. Sorry, Dr. Welsh. I almost feel bad for him because I know half these people after being on all the YouTube channels and live streams so much. All talking reef after the contest. We can for a little bit. I'm good till about half an hour, 40 minutes, and I got to run after that because I have to go to a radio contest thing tonight. So we can sneak in a short one if you guys want after. All right, the list is getting down. You can actually read them all on the screen now. Rooting for Pat Murphy. He just did an unboxing on 9 acros.
Nice. He just messed up. He said his name.
Uh-oh. You can't curse it. Can't jinx him. Rubbish. And oh, bearded leprechaun. Sorry, bearded. That was close. Yeah, you're still safe, Aki TV. Oh, Simply. Sorry, Simply Reefing. Alright, next song. What do we got? Okay. Is the blood pumping yet for who's ever left out there? And. Oh, Addy Reef. Sorry, Addy. I know you're in the chat. Next spin on the wheel of death. We have Dorian Eli. Oh, Dorian. Whew. We should start betting on who's going to win.
Let's see.
Without jinxing them. Alien World Reefs. Sorry, Alien Worlds. I don't think I've seen your channel. I'll check that out later. This one's more Halloweenish, but it works. Okay, next spin. Let's do this. West Coast Reefer. Sorry, West Coast. You're on my side of the world, too. Sorry, buddy. And, oh, a little bit of reef. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yep. All right, it's getting down. We have about 10 or 12 left. It's getting there. You guys ready for it? All right. Did you add music or is this part of the site? I added music. I'm playing it off my cell phone in the background. There we go. Murphy's Reefing. Although it would be good on the site. Sorry, Murphy.
I know it when Billy said it.
Yep. Jinxed it, man. All right, okay. Let's see what we got. Spin. Cruz. Welcome, Cruz.
Hey, Cruz.
Just in time for the elimination round.
Yeah, you missed my live stream.
Oh, what a guy.
Talking about bubbling.
Oh, this is a good, yeah, that's true, actually. Jasimps. Sorry there, Jasimps. I'm probably saying that wrong. Any UK reefers left on there? That's a good question, actually. I am not 100%, to be honest. But we're going to find out pretty quick. Now, kids, play nice in the chat. Welcome, Cruz, welcome.
Welcome, buddy.
And Reef Hack. Sorry, Reef Hack. Whew. Sorry, Addy. Yes, you're gone. All right. It's getting down to the finals. Now, if anyone is left on there... Sorry there, P. Hong. Okay. I'm going to drop the link again. And if anyone is left in there... would like to join for the fun in the live chat, join up. more suspenseful then. Then we could hear the heart pounding in the background. So I'll throw that out there if any of you guys are watching want to join it. I remember one of them, someone's like, no! You could just hear all the tense in the background. It was great. Loved it. This is probably like...
What we got, 6?
Yep, 6 left. All right, guys. I don't know why the music keeps playing. Stopping on me. Play. There we go. Take another spin. And. Oh, Cywar Reefing. Sorry, Cywar. Oh, okay. We're down to 5. Oh, they're voting for Aki TV so far.
That would be He would get a double back-to-back.
Yeah? Oh, Aki TV. Sorry, buds.
Because they said his name. There you go.
Yep. All right, guys. You're cursing people in the chat there. Hey, Cruz. Welcome to the Wheel of Death.
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
We got 4.
Hey, Rico, I saw your bubbles.
Nice. You had a lot of bubbles. That was
What?
like...
I didn't hear it.
Oh, he's saying
I didn't hear him.
He saw your bubbles, your bubbling video, I think, earlier live stream.
Oh, he probably's like, what is this guy doing? No.
You're butchering the bubbles in the pump. Yeah. Yeah,
I put the bubbles on steroids.
Yes, you did. All right, guys. 4 left.
Hello?
Hi, Cruz. We got 4 spins of the wheel left. Then we'll go back to bubbling. Okay. And. Oh, Rad Perez. Sorry there, Rad. So we are down to John's Reef Tank, Asa, and Emmanuel. All right, guys. Good luck. Oh, John's Reef Tank. Sorry, John. So this means we're down to 2 people. So
Asa?
So we have Asa and Manuel. And Manuel Basio. I don't know who that is.
Oh.
So we're down to 2.
Off of Aqua TVs.
Okay.
One of his subscribers, I believe, came over. Mm-hmm.
Nice. So what this means is whoever gets eliminated gets second place prize of a $25 gift ticket to Tidal Gardens, providing you're in the US. If not, there's consolation prizes. And whoever isn't eliminated gets Rico's wonderful frag pack.
Woohoo!
Woo! I know, right?
I'm excited.
I am too. Now, are either you guys in the chat? I just have to @sign them and see if they are. Ah, no Manuel. Or no Asa. Ay, ay, ay. We can't even get him in here to hear the sweat dripping off their face and the blood. Okay.
No, where is Asa? He came in on my live stream. I figured he'd be here.
What a guy. What a guy. All right. Okay. Cue the suspense music. Let's do this. And. Oh! So Asa wins the grand prize. Manuel, you win the $25 Tidal Gardens gift certificate. So, Emmanuel. Asa! Why aren't you in here? All right, so congratulations to both of you because you guys both won something. So Manuel, I'm going to paste that name in the chat. So Rico, copy that, contact him. He can contact you however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Second place. Manuel.
Wow, Asa, man. Woo. Asa's like the original when I started, man. That is awesome.
Nice.
I mean, I wanted anybody to win, but it means a lot. Asa's winning.
That's
means
pretty
a
awesome.
lot to me.
Sometimes people call me Asa. Good try, Reefer Fox. Good try.
Yeah, Reefer Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. That's awesome.
Look, Reefer Fox gets a thumbs up for me on that one.
Yeah. E for effort. I got to try that one. Oh, congrats. Congrats, Asa, and congrats, guys. So, Rico, I don't know if you want to contact them or you want them to contact you, but...
Yeah, they need to contact, contact me.
Right.
I have to... Actually, I need to... Yeah.
Okay.
Asa actually has my phone number, so...
Is he local or is he further from you?
Asa's he's 8 hours, 9 hours from me.
That's not bad. Nice.
No. So even though it's colder weather, it's heading into straight warm weather, so should be fine.
Excellent. Well, that was fun.
Yep.
Excellent.
Hey, who's going to Aquatic Experience this weekend?
Sadly, I'm not. I know.
Let's see.
No, it'll be next year before I make it out to any shows.
Dude, it's the last year that they're actually having aquatic experience in Chicago.
Oh, really? Oh, that's too bad. How come?
Yeah, next year is going to be in New York.
So they're just relocating it.
Yeah, next year it's going to be, in New York.
Nice. Oh, that'd be good. Frank the Tank. Welcome, Frank. So what's going on today, Curious? How's things with you?
Doing all right. Just a little bit rainy outside, 39 degrees. Hopefully it doesn't dip down low before I get home.
Yeah. 39. So what is that in Celsius? Oh, 4 degrees. Ooh, that's pretty chilly. I was 46 today. Not too bad.
Cool.
Starting to get colder here, so. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Elbow's still giving
Let's
me
see,
a problem.
starred.
Ah, yes. That's no fun.
Yeah. I still have broken wings.
What did you do there?
Chipped my bone.
Ah, how?
It was a large.
What'd you do?
A large metal door over there at work.
Ah, that sucks.
And
Wow.
you know how when a door closes, you try to utilize your elbow or your arm. I
Oh,
utilized my elbow.
it just
I
smacked it.
forgot how heavy it was.
Yikes, that sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't do that.
No,
Safety first.
no kidding. Whew, poor guy.
And the only problem is that it was a cryo freezer, so I didn't want it to shut on me.
Oh, understandable.
Because once it closes, when you're on the inside,
You're done.
it gives you a freaking 15. I think it's like 5 to 15 minute delay before you can actually open it up again.
Oh, ouch. How come?
Huh?
How come?
Because it's a cryo.
Yeah.
It's a below freezing refrigerator,
So
cryo freezer.
So you can only open it every so often? Huh.
Yep.
To keep it cold. I guess that makes sense. Sucks if you're in it, though. Ooh.
You don't get any temperature.
All right.
Yeah.
So I found
I was
it.
trying to stop it.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that's
And
too
it
bad.
Probably weighs, I want to say, probably about 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's up there. Ouch. Poor guy. Was that something to do at the coral facility or other, like, automation industrial job?
It was at my day job.
Okay. I was going to say, what kind of...
We're doing some, we're doing some temperature mapping. Basically having multiple temp sensors all over the freaking freezer.
Oh, yeah?
Walk-in freezer, probably about 30 feet by 30 by 40 by 20 high.
Okay, that's a good size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a huge freezer, actually.
Yeah.
No, that
Now,
makes...
the door's probably about 1.5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Foot and a half thick.
Oh, dang. That's huge. Crazy. I was going to say, I was wondering what that had to do with corals, but that all makes sense now. The industrial...
That's where I got one of my friggin', that's where I got one of my control panels for the reef tank.
Yeah, I saw that when you posted that on the Facebook group. You have this industrial control panel, and no one seemed to believe you that it was actually on your reef tank.
Everyone said it was overkill, but I was like, well, how many tanks do you think I have?
Never overkill. It's it's probably safer, to be honest. It's industrial grade. It's probably better than most of our controllers.
I mean, that's what I play with almost like every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, if you take a look at it, everything's broken down into sets of 3. So you can count how many tanks I have.
Nice.
So 3, 3, 3, 3.
RFG nozzle broke.
He stepped on
Wow.
it.
RFG nozzles.
He stepped on it. Random flow. The ones,
Yeah,
the spiral
I'm
inside.
just sitting there reading Billy Pipes, and Bubba and Billy said he broke it, and I'm like, I haven't. That's the first time I heard of it. Anybody
Stepped
break
on
it
it.
unless he stepped on it.
No, he did. He stepped on it.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
on purpose?
Hey.
On purpose?
No,
Why would you do it on purpose?
I would hope not.
I'm sure it was an accident.
Oh.
Exclusives asking, how
Well,
big
I
of an
mean,
ATO container do you have?
6.
I have a 15-gallon
How big of a what?
ATO container.
Oh,
Mine's
ATO
15
container.
gallons.
Mine is about 16.
I got a 35-gallon.
Yeah. I had a 5-gallon, but I had to fill it too often, so I went bigger.
Mm-hmm. I got to fill the 2 frag tanks every 2 days.
Yeah, see? Too much work. Yeah, 5 gallons lasts about
Mhm.
4 days on my tank. So I get about a gallon and a quarter a day. It's a good chunk of water, actually, if you think about it.
Hmm.
Curious.
Oh yeah.
How many crazy amounts of gallons do you have on your 9 tanks? You said you had.
Yeah. Oh, how much water do we go through?
Yeah, evaporation.
Yeah, we have them all open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know that we reclaim a lot of it utilizing a dehumidifier.
Yep.
And then passing it through a freaking DI resin bed that actually strips out the copper.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then you
So
feed
we
it back to
reclaim
the
it.
tanks?
Uh-huh.
Huh. That's kind of cool.
Back to ATO. Back to the ATO container.
Huh. Very cool. Now, do you think it evaporates faster because you're sucking the moisture out of the air?
Potentially.
That's fair.
But then again, it's like we keep it at about 45%.
Yep. Okay. Huh. That's
At
an
45%, anything above that, it'll suck it out and then stop.
That's an interesting way of feeding it back to your ATO. It's a nice, like, kind of forever running, easy way to do it, though. Nice.
Yep. When you run a facility, you gotta really, really think about cost savings. How you're actually gonna save water.
Now you run it.
How to purify it.
You run it through DI after. Does it have many contaminants? Like, does your DI last a long time, or do you replace it fairly often? Or
It lasts a while.
okay.
Because once again, it's pretty much humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Only humidity. We don't get a lot of salt creep in there.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, pretty much we're just extracting water back out. The only precaution why we're actually passing it through a DI filter or a DI resin is because of the metal flakes inside the dehumidifier.
Yeah. Just from all the copper coil it travels through.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
And then we also pass it through a freaking bed of carbon.
Nice.
That way it takes out any smells, any other rancidness in the room.
Ah, very cool. So do you just run it through just like a regular, like, dual canister type of filter, or do you have something bigger that you push it through?
Oh, it's just an open trough.
Okay, gotcha. Ah,
Yeah, and it trickles down.
oh, very cool. I like all these
Yeah,
random things.
Yeah.
Well,
Different ways of doing things once you start scaling up. There's, kind of like what Rico's saying, what Rico said before. The larger the system you get, the simpler you have to make the control system.
Yep.
You try to keep it as simple as possible because now, I mean, imagine if we had friggin' GFO reactors. Imagine if we had friggin', bio pellets and crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden it's, you multiply that and then you increase exponentially how hard it is to actually change that media.
Yep.
you just increase how hard it is to keep your tank stable and everything else.
Exactly. I mean, like, everyone says, when you have a smaller tank, go ahead and do water change. As you get bigger, I want to see somebody do a water change on a freaking super large system.
Mm-hmm.
At some point you have to say, what's
Yeah.
the ROI?
Yeah.
What's the return of investment for doing all this freaking water? How much water am I rejecting? So on and so forth.
Exactly.
You'll be buying Radions, a couple Radions a year.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if you also had a similar size freaking system like Bill 1, and you're running a freaking super huge protein skimmer, how much water you're actually losing.
Mm-hmm. So do you do anything productive with your wastewater from your ODI and your top off?
Yeah, we try to let it settle. We skim off some of the filtrate basically. So there is the solid portion of it, which are the proteins.
Yep.
And we basically run it through a friggin' a siphon, a vacuum siphon, utilizing running water.
Mm-hmm.
And we collect all the friggin' solids on a piece of paper, toss of paper.
Yep.
It's basically kind of like the way that we did in chemistry, where you get the precipitate and then you put it through a friggin' vacuum, the Erlenmeyer flask.
Yep.
And you're sucking all the friggin' water in. It's almost like a wet dry vac. And then you're trapping all the friggin' solids there. But whatever's in the water, all the solute, well, if our levels drop low, like our nitrates or phosphates, we test our friggin' our skimmate water. That's 100% filtrate, and it's clear. Well, you could actually add that back into your system instead of actually overfeeding or dosing more C-chem, nitrogen, or phosphorus. And, you just kind of base your numbers off of that. because sometimes there is a thing called overskimming. We've spoken about this multiple times on everybody's stream. You know, overskimming and stripping your tank too far.
Too clean.
Well below 0.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, 0 is bad. Corals need bits of everything, right? Never want 0 of anything.
And thinking about it this way too, if we're actually pulling out natural phosphates and nitrates back out of the skimmate, and also some of the bacteria, a little bit of the bacteria makes it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about it this way: you're actually boosting, back the whole natural organic nutrients, as opposed to going with a chemical-based nutrient, like ammonium hydroxide or some type of potash or phosphorus-based liquid.
Yep. So quick question in the chat. So Dr. Wolf Magic, when I dose 2-part, I dose directly to the display tank manually. Could or should I be dosing them to my ATO reservoir? And if so, at the same amounts. 2 things on that one. One, I'm assuming you're talking about 2 parts, so calcium and alkalinity. You do not want to dose those at the same time. You want to offset it because they will mix together and precipitate. Yep. In theory, you probably could work out one of them in your auto top off and then do the other one manually. But if you're doing it manually, I'd probably just stick to both or buy a doser. But yeah, it would be harder.
I wouldn't do it in an ATO. I would just do it the way he's doing it. I wouldn't do it in ATO just because. I mean, if you're not going through, you're over time going to raise a solution in your ATO, and it's not getting the amount that you need to be dosing. I mean, let's face it. It's not a stupid question. It's just the fact that if you put it in an ATO and you got 5 gallons ATO reservoir, well, unless you're dosing 5 gallons a day of, using the ATO, then, obviously we're not. I know that's not happening, but now just dose it the way you're doing it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The biggest thing is
a lot of dilution. Well, dilution or depending if it's an everyday dosing and parameters would be all out of whack.
Yep. And corals like stability, right? And the odds are.
I gotta.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
I'm getting ready to. I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go because the wife is whatever. I need to get some boots. But thanks to the everybody that put in that contest, put in the video. Appreciate it. I'll be coming out with another contest soon. With that being said, Devin, appreciate you hosting it for me and running it. And I'll catch you guys later. Yes, I'll see you.
Rico?
All right.
Buddy.
Yes, you already know it. We all going out to dinner, right? Me, you, Mike Paletta, and all right.
Yep.
Lane. All right.
Not gonna make
all right.
It.
See you guys there.
Not gonna make it. All right, buddy.
Oh, he's not coming.
No,
he's not.
He had something. No, he had an emergency come up. So.
Okay. All right. I think we talked about that, but okay, we'll talk. All right. Catch you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Later, Rico. Yeah, the only thing about dosing through that is it wouldn't be consistent. I mean, in certain days your house is hotter, cooler. Yeah, it's going to be up and down, up and down. So that's going to annoy your corals because they like consistency. So I'd either stick to manual or maybe just save up and get yourself a doser and just automate it, and then you don't have to worry about it.
That's also
dosers are getting cheaper too. Dosers are getting cheaper.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even the cheap Jabo is $80-$90. I use one of those for my trace elements, and it does a great job. So,
yeah, the Jabo, and the those work well. I think those work for 2-part and things. Where it doesn't work well, I think, is when, like Triton, it didn't work well for me because it missing a milliliter here or there made a big difference. But for 2-part, if you're dosing 50 mils of 2-part, and you miss a milliliter here or there. Over the course of a couple of days, you're fine.
Yep.
In fact, you don't even know if when you're mixing the solution yourself, that if there's variances. So, but
what we did with the Triton before and on a couple of our clients is that we actually, what I'm talking about, Seymour, is actually just diluting it with friggin' RO and upping the cal rate.
That's what I did on my Nano. That's exactly what I did on my Nano because the Coral Box doser. Yeah,
you get better resolution that way.
Yeah, it can. When you get close to a mil, it doesn't. You have to dose 2 or 3 for it to be accurate. When you get under 2, or close to a milliliter. It's not very accurate. So on my nano system, I diluted it, so I just upped the dose by 4, and that way I dose 3 milliliters at a time.
Yep.
And it's accurate. It's been relatively steady. Yep.
So quick question.
So, yeah, basically.
Oh,
go ahead.
Sorry, in the chat they're asking, what's an adequate amount of time to wait between dosing calcium and alkalinity, so you don't have to deal with precipitates?
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, good enough. Okay.
Yeah, I used to dose, mostly the alkalinity at night, only because the little dripping. Yeah, the pH kept the pH relatively, stable. So I did calcium during the day and alkalinity at night.
Yeah, that's what I do now on the doser, just for the bit of a pH boost. I don't know if there's any benefits to be that much more stable. It might be something I'm likely going to try eventually if I get an elk monitor where you can test it and see how it changes through the day. Versus, here's actually a question that I was thinking about. If all these new alkalinity monitors that are coming out, they all dose alkalinity, but they don't dose calcium. So if they're automatically dosing alkalinity, it could be dosing in theory at the same time you're dosing calcium if it's dosing as needed. So
if you're doing the BRS2 part and it's balanced additive where the same calcium, same alkalinity, whatever you're dosing in alk, you just dose it in calcium, I would say. And then, I would think it will be over the course of a month or so, you'd have to make any minor corrections there. But I think I would keep it. I always find that when you dose together, there's always some kind of equilibrium. Like if your tank doesn't use calcium as much, you dose 2-part, maybe your calcium will, kind of even out over time, maybe close to, 460, 470. But I think keeping balance, dosing the same calcium and alk is, better.
Now, but the question is, though, I was just thinking strictly from like a lot of the elk controllers that are coming out.
Oh, the automation.
Yeah, they automatically dose elk, but they don't dose calcium. So you still have to dose your own calcium. Now, if you have calcium on a doser, pardon?
You should be able to actually say that I want to dose my elk between this time and this time.
Probably.
And kind of like what Seymour was saying is, you could dose your calcium, throughout the day, and then your alkalinity at night. Off the Alcatronic or any other, type of, alkalinity monitor dosing system.
Yeah.
I know the GHL. Actually, I know the GHL. I've read what's coming with the GHL system. It is a ALK monitor, and it'll dose ALK, but you don't need it to. Like you could still get it as a separate system. That they're trying to sell it.
Read only.
They're trying to sell it as a system together. Like it's an alkalinity monitor and doser. Which that's the way they're selling it. But if you read the language carefully, and I had to read it a couple of times with my big boy glasses on, then I realized, you can actually buy it separately and just have it monitor. Yeah.
That's all we need. That's what a lot of people just need, and all they do is just adjust their dosing.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's all I would do. If you already have a doser, then it's easier, right?
Yep. That's what I would do. So so for whatever the GHL, because I'm using the GHL doser 2.1 now, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, nice.
It's 4 dosing heads. It's small. I think the Neptune systems is just as good, but this takes up a lot less space. And space is a premium for me. But what I realized later, just one more thing on the Neptune dose. So GHL made an announcement that they're releasing a new doser, which is very similar in size or look like the
pump heads looked identical.
Was it you that? So I think
I think it's one of my comments. I'm like, this looks mighty similar.
So I think what happened is the Neptune systems, like all in one, they made like a doser that's capable of dosing like really small, really micro quantities, but is also flexible enough to do a water change if you needed to. While GHL has kind of separated those where you can get like the doser 2.1 that's good for dosing, micro elements, and then they'll sell you the bigger, bulkier one, similar to the Neptune systems, that I guess can, you can use to do water changes if you need to. The motor is strong enough to run for a period of time to do water changes, but space is a premium for me. So right now I prefer to sort of one GHL doser is taking up a lot less space. I have like all my cabinet open. And when I was using 2 Neptune dose systems, I didn't have room to even put a bottle there.
Yeah.
So space.
Those pump heads are pretty big.
Yep. Cruz, question for you in the chat. Exclusive reefer. At Cruz, what do you think of a calcium reactor versus dosing? Is a doser still needed still? I'm assuming he's asking if you're using a reactor, do you still need to dose? That would depend on if your reactor keeps up to your tank.
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes back to the whole, the trace elements and everything else. I mean, if you're strictly doing a 2-part, you actually have the ability to add, trace elements into your 2-part mix. Kind of like what we're talking about the other time, Devin, about the reef anabolics and stuff like that. You could actually add it to your 2-part. The calcium reactor is great. It does a lot of the regular, the carbonate and calcium. It actually separates that, so your alkalinity and your calcium go up. But a lot of the stuff that was found, the trace elements that are found in, in the soft tissue of the coral isn't there anymore. So all you're doing is dissolving just enough to build the skeleton without, you're going to be missing a lot of the soft tissue, the necessary traces. Like even if you actually went with B-ionic or, one of the other 2 parts that is a little bit more complete, you're talking about adding back, the potassium and stuff like that. Once again, found in the soft tissues, but not necessarily in the hard skeleton of the coral. In a larger system, it's, you could utilize a calcium reactor, but I still see people dosing, all the trace and the macro and micronutrients back into the system. So it's not really a case of, which one is better, one or the other. A lot of the times, once again, I'm kind of middle of the road, and I ask why not do both and actually get a more complete system. Everyone keeps on saying, is it this or that? And it really isn't. There is no which one is better. They're both good for what they're needed for. And once again, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish, in your system. Do you want the best, the best, most stable, ionically balanced system, or do you just want to run bare minimum and get the calcium and the carbonates back in? At the end of the day, you're still needing to dose I believe, the trace elements and the essential minerals that you need back into your system at the end of the day.
So either way, different way, accomplishing similar things.
Yeah, similar things. But once again, even when you were running your calcium reactor, were you also dosing trace elements?
Good.
Like acro power and stuff like that.
Yes, it was actually.
So, once again, is it one or the other, or is it both? Or is it a
Both.
combination of both?
Heck, I think at one point I had dosing, a calcium reactor, and calc going, trying to mix all 3.
Exactly. And the calcium reactor helped alleviate some of the load, for the calcium and, the coral skeleton building. And then there's also the trace element dosing, which is also totally different, and a little bit separate from, just building skeleton. You also want to build, soft tissue as well, and the coloration.
Yep. No, that makes sense. But yeah, no, it's something I even tell you brought it up actually a few weeks ago. I never really considered the trace elements being in the coral's flesh rather than just the skeletal structure.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yep. All types of things that make sense once you actually consider it.
Yeah, and it's kind of going back to the whole lighting, which one's better than the other, and I still go back to the entire mentality of I don't think any one light in particular, other than sunlight, is complete. The one that comes very, very close is halides, of course. They also have the UV spectrum in there without having to add it in, utilizing a separate diode. T5s are very, very similar. They have very, very
Sorry.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yep, not a problem. Yeah, they have very low UV intensities coming out of the T5 and fluorescent tubes. So at the end of the day, once again, the Halide 2.0 from Reef, right? I enjoy it. It's a set it and forget it. I don't have to tune it. And then when I want to, a little bit more blue, I turn on the XHOs or I turn on some Actinic bulbs, the T5 bulbs along with it. And it just makes less headache to actually tune. And that's one of the things. I see a lot of people fidgeting around with their LEDs and, they're copying what somebody else is doing, but they're not understanding why they're doing it. And that's what bothers me is, do you understand why Sanjay runs it, more white? Do you know why Mike Paletta runs it more blue? And what is the balance between them? And yeah, I just see blind copying sometimes, and it's almost as bad as blind water changes. If you don't understand what you're trying to accomplish, you need to read up on it and actually educate yourself a little bit more.
Give it purpose rather than doing it just because.
Exactly. I'm not doing it just because I'm copying. I'm doing it because I understand. I like that mentality better, duplicating somebody else's work because you understand what they're trying to do, other than just grow corals. It's a little bit more than that. Getting white light, you're actually utilizing the full spectrum, and I'm generalizing it white light as in a full incandescent type of light. You actually run the full entire gamut of the spectrum. The closest that we get to full spectrum on an LED is the white LED light itself. Cool whites, warm whites, neutral whites, all running together. That's full spectrum, not the different colors. Different color LED diodes. Those are accentuation diodes. Basically, it affects the way things look, not necessarily the way, the best light to actually grow. Does that kind of make sense?
No, exactly. I mean, most of the color spectrums are for us rather than the corals, to be honest, right? It's what's more aesthetically pleasing for us.
Yep. So what's, and I've heard a lot of people, they mention, oh, well, so-and-so, they're doing false advertising because they're taking pictures underneath blue light with a gel filter. It's like, really? They're not, because the thing is that we grow underneath a certain different spectrum, and then we show utilizing, the blues, the UVs, and everything else that makes the corals pop. For the fluorescence, for the fluorescent protein in the corals. So there's the difference between grow lights and show lights.
Yeah,
kind of like
that's true.
In a nightclub.
No, that's true. And I would agree with you on that one. The show lights just make the corals look prettier. I mean, you can whiten your tank, you get better growth, but your corals aren't going to look as nice than if you have them under your blues and your UVs and you get all that crazy color pop, which everybody loves.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we at Elegant Corals, we utilize white lights to also take pictures. We utilize the 10 to 12.5K Hamilton bulbs, and we also utilize the Reef Brights, the Reef Bright 12Ks and the 14Ks. So yeah, it really helps.
On that random note for photos, that's whenever I do YouTube videos or if I'm taking photos of my tank, I always drop the lighting to the 10 to 12K kind of range, so it actually shows up good on camera.
Yep, it makes it look a little bit better when you're actually trying to take it utilizing these, the videos and also the cameras. The cameras are used to not having blue wash everywhere, where you're just super saturating your freaking blue cells. So yeah, that's how we stumbled on our lighting system when we are actually starting to take more and more high definition pictures, the macro pictures of the corals. We started turning it a little bit more white so that we don't get the distortion of the blue and we don't get it washed out, and we could actually see the coral pigments and the zooxanthella underneath.
Yeah, nice. Out of curiosity, what do you use for a macro lens?
A couple of different ones. It depends on which camera we're actually utilizing.
Okay.
What millimeter macro lens do you use?
That's a good question.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah, whichever one actually works. I mean, if we're utilizing the regular phone, the phone macro, the app actually works very, very well. I mean, we have two different ways that we actually take pictures. We have a little tank on the side that's actually tied to the main system. That's our photo booth.
Yep.
Corals in there, and the polyps expand as soon as we put it back into the water because it's the same water chemistry. Just underneath a different lighting, so that we could actually take pictures.
Nice.
But, that way we don't have to, constantly change lenses, change depth, change ISO, and all that other, photographic magic that a lot of people do. Is we make sure that it's same distance, same light intensity, and we take consistent pictures. It makes it a lot easier, especially when you're talking about showpieces.
No, exactly.
So yeah, we have a 10-gallon tank, and I want to say that the cameras is sitting right on the outside of the tank, probably about 4 to 5 inches away.
Okay. So your perma-photo booth.
You could actually utilize the camera itself and not utilize a macro lens and just actually zoom in.
Well, that's what I do now, or what I was doing. I had a 18 to 200 lens, and it was literally 200 mil, and I just stand like a foot or two away and just zoom into it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're utilizing what is that? A flat lens. It's very, very short. And it also has the blinders on the side so that you're not getting too much light. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, we have a Canon DSLR.
Nice.
I think it's like a 700D or something like that.
Very nice. Yeah. Excellent. Well, guys, I do have to shut her down early today because I have to go to a radio contest in less than an hour. I have to be down.
Yay.
A radio contest?
Yes, I got in a radio contest. I have pre-qualifier, so they're having like a party shindig. And I think there's about 90-something people, but I have a 1 in 90-something chance of like a 10 grand prize at a bunch of different places.
Woohoo.
So I'm hoping I win a new hot tub tonight, but we'll see. Because one of them's like a pool hot tub place. I'm like, that new hot tub barbecue, that backyard package would be pretty sweet. So we'll see. Fingers
good luck, man.
and toes crossed.
Knock him dead.
Thanks, guys.
Break your leg. All right, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Later, Deb.
Thanks, everybody, and congrats to those who won.
Oh, yeah, congratulations to Asa. And congratulations to, what's his name?
Manuela, I believe it was.
Emmanuel. Yeah. Congratulations, Emmanuel.
Yep. Congrats, guys. If you hopped on, congrats. And if you didn't hop on, congrats whenever you watch this. And we'll see you guys next week.